everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Charlene. This weekend we are going to be doing smoking some homemade sausages. So I just thought I would bring you along. I am by no means any kind of professional. This is just something that we have been doing for quite a few years. We've been doing it up at my in-laws' house, but I decided that I would like to start doing it at home. So we just recently got a smoker, and yeah, so this is the first step. I always buy pork loins. I'm gonna say I probably buy at least 10 pork loins throughout the year when they're on sale. I will grab a couple and I'll either just put them in the freezer whole for when I have time to cut them up, or I will just cut them up into chunks and put them in the freezer like that. So this is the last whole pork loin that I have to do. Everything else is already cut up into the chunks that we need. So now this is just the way that I do it. I know that there's going to be so many other ways, but this is just the way I do it. And you will notice I do not like fat in my sausage. I absolutely can't stand it. And I know people are going to say that's what gives it the flavor. And we know that. But we also, if I bite into a hunk of fat, that's it. I can't eat it anymore. And my husband does like it with a little bit of fat, but he also knows that me and the kids can't handle it. So he goes with it. So if you guys make this yourself, let me know if you found some quicker ways. We have tried grinding the sausages down, like, you know, ground hamburger and stuff, but we did not enjoy the texture of that. So we just really like the big chunks in it. Yeah, and I don't know. I know there's like sausage stuffing equipment and stuff like that. Let me know and what brands you use if you do use those, because I think we had an attachment on our meat grinder that we have, but we didn't find that it worked. The casings kept popping off, so we just do it by hand now, which I will show you coming up. But if there's a more efficient way, I would love that, because I do spend a lot of time doing this stuff, but I don't also want to spend a ton of money on gadgets. And I'm hoping to get, we normally try to make 100 sausages at once, but I find these pork roasts are getting smaller and smaller, so I'm not sure that I'm going to get 100 of them. So this is our setup area. Got the string to tie the sausages when we're done stuffing them. The casings, they are washed and ready to go. These are our homemade funnels, specifically made for these. You can tell we had a gentleman make them. This one has a wider hole. And then this is our 2 bowls of pork marinated, and our container we're going to put them in when they're stuffed. So that's our starting station. Okay, so this is the morning that we're making the sausages. And I marinated the meats yesterday, and it's been marinating for about 24 hours in red wine, salt, pepper, paprika, garlic, and our homemade red sauce. All this is so simple. You just take your peppers. Usually it has some spice in some of the peppers. You grind it down using your meat grinder, add a ton of salt to it for preserving it, and then you put it in jars and you put a little bit of oil on it. It's super simple. Anyways, for this recipe this morning, so even though it's all marinated, we're going to add a few more ingredients to make the flavor a little bit more enhanced, and then we're going to test it by cooking a couple pieces on the stove first. So it already has a fair bit of wine, so I'm just going to put a little bit just to make it a little bit easier to mix it around. And a tip from my mother-in-law, she said the morning that you're cooking it, make sure it's fresh garlic that you're using, because yesterday I didn't use the fresh, and I think this is probably about a clove or a whole garlic clove and a half. And this is going to go just in one of the bowls. And then I will do this again for the other one. And this is going to help make the color really nice too. This paprika. I'll just add a little bit more salt, and I won't add any more until I test the flavoring. I'll bring over my bowl. So yesterday, you can see over here the little bit of the wine. I was probably every couple hours I was coming in and flipping this, and then this smells so good. Like, it just smells fantastic. Just try to get all the pieces in here. So then I'm just going to add this in and mix it all up. Much nicer color. Okay, and then I'm just going to finish mixing this and take it over to the stove and cook a few pieces. After taste testing this, we decided that it needed more salt and pepper, and that made a big, huge difference. So I got a few links started here. this point, we are tying them into lengths and preparing to put the first batch of sausages on the smoker. Okay.
I got it set for 95.
Is that 95 minutes or
95 degrees. I got it for 6 hours.
Oh.
Everything else coming up.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
So that's per batch? Okay.
No! Yeah, tell me.
So, Traeger?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
You can hear it. It's starting to dry out. So the smoke flavor is in the milk already.
Look at that. And that's...
You want to get it to a golden rose like that. So when you see it white, not quite, yes. And then we're just moving accordingly. And these are all full lengths, and then we'll dry them out and cut them out. So.
And then these have been on for what, about a half an hour, or has it been?
20 minutes so far.
Only 20 minutes? Oh, it smells good.
It does smell good.
Now, do you think this is any different than when we used to do it over the open barrel?
You could definitely make more smoke stink. I can actually press a button to make even more smoke, but I'm trying to dry it and cure it as best we can. So it's like this one's coming along gorgeously. And you see how the heat, you don't want it too hot because you're not trying to cook, you're trying to
just smoke it, because it's still going to need to. But you know what we could do is the next batch, add a little extra smoke and then taste and see what we like. But okay, looks great.
Yeah. And we're going to load more. I'm going to try to space it out more better. So just for the video so you can see it. You can't do it. Yeah. I'll do that now. Okay. So what I ended up doing is I turned it down to 85 to have a little bit more smoke, and it's just perfect. It's just drying out nice, and that's all you really want to see. And this one's almost done. I just got them on top just to take a little more smoke flavor. These are just put on fresh. These are fresh.
Oh yeah, you can see the difference.
Yeah, way difference. So basically, just don't want to cook them, just dry them out like that. That's what you see. And then there is one good advantage of using the Traeger versus the barrel system. Yeah. On the carb, you have to clean them off. These ones you don't have to clean. Oh, look, I have no
you're right.
On my fingers.
Yep, I remember that step. Yep. All right. Okay. Awesome.
So these ones up here, pretty much ready to go. And like I said, I reset the value to 85.
All right. So this is just the first batch done. I lay it out to let it cool, and then I sit down and I cut all of the string off and separate the links. Okay, it has been a very long day, but we have managed to make 100 sausage, actually 101, and we are so happy to have these in our freezer, or will be in our freezer later today. So these turned out really, really great, and they smell so good, and I can't wait to start cooking with these again. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you on the next video. Take care.